born in California in 1961. They lived in California through 1961 to 1968. Then they moved to Los Angeles, California with my dad moved with them. They moved because my grandpa got a job and sewing. His job was sewing encyclopedias. My grandparents still don't know how to speak English, but my uncle did. They took an airplane to from Japan to California, and they went to school when they got here. Auntie Rico still lives in California, and my grandparents still live here. And my uncle lives in Hawaii. My dad's aunt, step-grandmother, and 2 cousins still live in Japan, and they live in Sendai, Japan, where the earthquake and tsunami hit. But they were okay. But I've never met them. And my mom's side of the family, they're from China, and my mom had 4 siblings, Auntie Debbie, which she died before I was born, and my Uncle Alan and Uncle Ricky and Uncle Peter. My Uncle Peter and Uncle Alan are my mom's oldest brothers, and they came from China, and yeah. And my Uncle Peter was born in the village of Toisan and moved to, wait, what? Oh, never mind. My Uncle Alan was born in Canton, China. They moved to Hong Kong around 1954. Finally, they settled in the Bay Area on August 1962. They moved in with their family. They moved to California to join the rest of the family that already lived here and have a better life for children. They came by a plane. They lived in Oakland when they first got here. When they got here, they could only speak Cantonese and almost no English. They learned how to speak English by friends and relatives. They all went to school when they got here. All the family is still living in Oakland except for Uncle Peter. And Uncle Peter moved back to China because he had a job there. And that's my current family. And that's my sister and me. And that's my grandpa and my grandma. Should I turn it?
Yep.
Okay, so this is my family tree, as you can see. So my mom's side, that's my grandma and grandpa, and they had Uncle Peter, which is really small, and my Uncle Alan and Uncle Ricky. And my Uncle Alan married Auntie Terry, and they had Mel and Darren, my cousins. And Uncle Peter married Auntie Helen, and they had 2 sons, and they're my cousins too. And they also had my mom, who married my dad, Ross. And that's me and my sister, and that's our dog, Kelly. And my grandpa and grandma, they're really tiny too, on my dad's side. They had my Auntie Rico and my Uncle Toshi and my dad, who married my mom and my sister. And they have a son, Kalani, and they live in Hawaii, and she married him and don't have any sons or children. I don't know. And yeah, that's my family history.
Which one is your dog? Wait, where's your dog? And is that you in the tree?
That was me and my sister right there. Any other questions? Oh no.
How old were you in the picture in the tree?
Maybe 2. I don't know.
Have you been back to Japan or China?
No, I've been to China, but not Japan.
When did you go to China?
When I was like 3.
Do you remember it at all?
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay. I am done.